Hi everybody, we are going to do some geography now, and in keeping with our overarching topic of the greater good, we are going to be looking at upcycling something. Now, it may sound very familiar to something you've heard of recycling, but it is actually quite different. Now, so far we've talked about sort of how interconnected our globe is, and we've spoken about where our food comes from. We've spoken about all the different journeys that our food goes on. We've looked at food in general in our cupboards, and we've also looked at chocolate, some of the ingredients, because some of our food goes on incredible journeys. We've had a look into fair trade and how that's having a positive impact on communities. And what we really want to do is to sort of dig a little bit deeper and have a think about something that's called upcycling. Now, you'll notice we have a prefix here, upcycling. It sounds very similar to recycling. So recycle is to go through that cycle again. To upcycle is quite a new phrase, and it's instead of reusing something for the same thing over and over and over again, it is to maybe take something that's quite difficult to recycle and make it a bit better, use it for something else. Now there's a clip here. I'm just going to call this clip 1. I will try and put this in the description of the video, or your teacher could post it in the comment section. We'll try and keep them in order because there are a few. So what I want you to do is just pause the video, just have a little click on this video. It should take you to the BBC website, and it's just a really short clip that talks about someone who is a designer, and they are making a dress out of a sofa that they have made. It's really interesting because you see that quite a lot now. It's quite a hipster thing to do, to upcycle. I mean, there's loads of things you can upcycle. You can upcycle. People sell things like that, like chest of drawers and things like that. So here are some examples. Here are some ones that have been done in the home. Have a think about, what do you think these have been recycled from? So if we zoom in, what do they look like? So for me, I'm looking at the bottom and I'm thinking some form of plastic bottle. And over here, we've got little plant feeders. Again, here's a little link here. I'll just call that number 2, but your teacher can post it. And it's just a really short video of somebody upcycling some of their, I think they're doing this one. But this is just some ideas. And you might be thinking, what has this got to do? Well, we're going to be asking you to try and upcycle something in your home. So this is upcycling in real life. So Miss Harmer's partner recycled an old bookcase, and she's created it, or he's created it into a desk. He's turned it into a desk, so it's somewhere to work. You can see we've got maybe some of the sides of the wardrobe, maybe some of the shelves as well. And if it was unused, it might have been thrown out, it might have been given to somebody else, but it's really nice to almost reuse and make things that we no longer use into something really useful. So here is number 3. And again, this is some more ideas from YouTube. You can do some of the ideas in the videos, you can do some of your own. So we would like you to upcycle something of yours at home. You do need to ask permission. That is important. The last thing we want is so-and-so's just destroyed a table because they wanted to make a plant feeder, a bird feeder. Ask permission. Make sure it's something that you either don't use, you don't need, and you're not going to miss. You can get some ideas from all of the links that we post. But you're not limited to that. If you come up with a much better idea, and some of you are very creative and come up with some brilliant ideas, please feel free to do that. They're just some ideas to sort of get you started, because it can be quite hard if you start with a blank canvas. And just have a lot of fun with it. Don't rush it. If you think, actually, I want to do this over a longer period of time, you might start it now, and you might finish it next week. Just let your teacher know that you're working on it, and they can maybe give you some tips, or you can maybe even just come up with a plan to start off with. and then when you make it over the weekend, because I know, especially in my class, people like to do their science and things over the weekend when they've got some more time and their parents aren't working. So if that's the case for you, make a plan of it now, and then maybe do it over the weekend, maybe do it overnight, upload it tomorrow. But it might be nice to come up with some sort of plan that you can let us know what you're getting with. You don't have to, of course, but think of a way that you can present what you've done. You can send us a picture, you could send us a video, you might even want to create a little how-to guide on how you made it, and maybe a how-to video. I know some people in my class have done really good division guides, because they're really confident, but they think, how can I help somebody in my class? So I'm really interested to see what you come up with. Enjoy it, have fun, and yeah, as I say, I'm really excited to see what you can come up with.